Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN television news. GBN, covering you from the Grenadine island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd.
The news headlines is brought to you compliments GUT Credit Union.
Do more with your new GUT Credit Union Visa debit card, which gives you access to your cash at any Connex or Visa certified ATMs locally and internationally. Make your payments with a tap of your card using the contactless feature and have the freedom to make purchases locally, online, or overseas whenever you travel anywhere Visa is accepted. Experience the enhanced security fraud protection through the Visa chip technology. If you don't have your new GUT Credit Union Visa International debit card, speak to any one of our representatives today to do more. Your new GUT Credit Union Visa International debit card, a smarter way to access your cash. More smart, more secure.
This is the GBN television news for Monday, May the 16th, 2022. I'm Stasia Blake.
And I'm Kenroy, Baptiste. In the headlines, Grenadians flock parliamentary elections offices for the last chance to get voting rights on June 23.
Former Government Minister Brian McQueen lends support to the National Democratic Congress.
CARICOM lobbies the European Union in a bid to save the Citizenship by Investment program.
Grand Lake workers protesting over government's offer for salary increases and other fringe benefits.
In Around the Globe regionally, Guyana investigating to determine if new COVID variant could be behind spike in cases.
And the United States records 200 mass shootings for the year so far, 5 of which were last weekend.
Plus in the sports news, Pure Grenada Cup moves into the semi-final stage this weekend. We invite you to stay close. We'll be back with the details.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Thanks for joining us at the Grenada Broadcasting Network. Just a few hours for Grenadians to register today, and now weeks to prepare for general elections after the Prime Minister rang the election bell on Saturday. More in this Rena Ped Thomas report.
Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell has already rang the bell as he announced the date for the next general election at the Telescope playing field last Saturday night.
On June, Thursday, the 23rd of June, we're ready to vote, sisters and brothers. We're ready to vote Thursday, June 23rd. So you know what that means? What that means, if you do the right thing, we fet in Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, sisters and brothers.
His announcement led to loud cheers.
I love every single one of you all. Thank you all.
Give praise, children. Give praise. Give praise, children. Yeah. Give praise. Give praise, children.
instructions were already given to Her Excellency Dame Cecile Lagrenade to dissolve Parliament today, Monday 16th, to issue the election writ on Tuesday, May 17th, and publication on Wednesday 18th, giving Grenadians hours to get registered to cast their ballots.
Nomination day for the candidates for the next election will be Wednesday, June the 1st. The police officers will be voting, sisters and brothers. They'll be voting on Monday, June the 28th. Police voting. They have to vote.
Grenada's last election was March 13, 2018, with the new National Party winning all 15 seats. For GBN News, I am Rena Pett Thomas reporting.
Questions have arisen about the legality of today being the last day for registration. One school of thought, which surfaced today, suggested that Tuesday should be granted as another opportunity for registration, since the writ for election will be issued on Wednesday. GBN reached out to the Parliamentary Elections Office today for clarity on the issue. The BEO informed our news desk that they are functioning properly and in accordance with the date as delivered by the Prime Minister. It's 1 day for registration.
Well, some say it's too soon to call general elections. Others say the time is right. In this report, we examine the registration scene as unregistered Grenadians were caught off guard and left with 1 day to complete registration to vote.
There were long lines at the various parliamentary elections offices on Monday after Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell announced a May 16th deadline for registration. That's ahead of the June 23rd general elections.
I've also asked the Governor General to issue the writs for the election on Tuesday, May the 17th. In other words, only 1 day you have to try to register if you ain't registered yet. That is Monday alone.
Grenadians ran to their parliamentary elections offices in their constituencies on Monday for the final chance at registration. Long lines were witnessed at the offices scattered across St. George. GBN spoke to some citizens on their readiness for elections as they shared their opinions on the date, June 23rd, 2022.
Well, I think it's a bit too soon, although people had a lot of time to prepare, but I think it was too sudden. I think people should be, the opposition should get more time to prepare. And up to now in my area, I don't even know the candidate on the opposition side as yet. Whatever is destined to happen will happen.
The date is final. Once the Prime Minister calls the date and he say what he say, we have to keep with it, but we know Grenada is a place we're looking for different things. I'm going to say what I like about it. Even though your ID is expired or so, you can still go and vote. So I don't see you running around and the hiccups and the this and that.
Well, I didn't expect I was looking up for it after the carnival because there's not enough time for people to register. Because I find, but they had enough time to register as well. But I find they call it too quick.
Wow, I find that kind of hard. Serious. I mean, when I hear this morning, like yesterday, I say from tomorrow we're going. I find kind of fun. The only thing about that, anything can happen. I want to have a good day, and that's it.
It is good. Yeah, it is good. Just it is good. God say it is good, and it is good.
For the individuals who have been registered but do not have an updated voter's ID, the Parliamentary Elections Office over the weekend issued an advice that an elector who does not replace his or her expired voter identification card cannot be denied his or her right to vote on election day. The release stated, the right of a person to vote speaks to if on polling day he is qualified and registered as an elector in that constituency and his name appears on the current list to be used for that constituency. The presentation of the voter identification card is required to verify the identity of the individual who is voting. Therefore, electors are asked to present their voter identification cards before receiving a ballot. Saturday's announcement gave eligible citizens just 1 day to get registered. Reporting from outside the Parliamentary Elections Office in the St. George Northeast constituency, I am Beverly Tellisford.
It's Monday, May 16th, and many Grenadians were seen in long lines in the parish of St. Andrew, eager to register for the next general elections on June 23, 2022. Rena Pierre-Thomas visited 2 electoral offices in the parish to get a view of what was happening.
With just hours left to register for the recently announced June 2022 general elections, long lines can be seen at the St. Andrews Southeast and Southwest electoral office, as many try to beat the 5 p.m. closure time for registration. The announced date for the next general election seemed to have left many unprepared, despite the numerous hints made by Prime Minister Mitchell and the continued campaign to get registered. Persons indicated that they have been standing in line since 7 a.m., hoping to get registered before the start of work. Though unwilling to speak on camera, 2 women expressed their dissatisfaction in the registration process, with only one person attending to them, knowing that time is upon them.
I'm going to meet people here and then we'll just go in and come on.
And what time did you come here this morning?
About 8 o'clock I come here. Here waiting. They're tired. They're hungry, don't go home and feed their children and then my race is
But I'm telling you, that gentleman in the denim hat, he has been standing there and he's a senior citizen. At least preferential treatment should be given for senior citizens and pregnant people, to say the least. Knowing that today is going to be a very hectic week.
The registration officers reduced their lunch hour by 30 minutes to try and speed up the process. A quick survey among the people in the line revealed that some of them have already been registered, but seemed unsure of their status. Standing outside of the St. Andrew Southeast Electoral Office, I am Rena Pierre-Thomas reporting.
Other news as the campaign for general elections peaks, one former government minister has changed his political allegiance. Cherry and Blackman Stephen tells us more.
Mr. Prime Minister. That is after the 23rd of next month. Okay.
Brian McQueen, who served under the new National Party government as Culture Minister, is now a supporter of the National Democratic Congress. During the NDC's Latant branch office and a town hall meeting on the weekend, McQueen told political leader of the National Democratic Congress, Deacon Mitchell, that Grenada needs someone like him.
I know George Brison and people like Nicholas Braffett will be smiling in their grave. What you have done, when not so long ago I thought, well, who is going to propel this country? We couldn't see nobody whatsoever. And you didn't have to do that for the Grenadian people, you know. You didn't have to do it. You could have just continued in your practice, but that's what patriots are made of. And your call was not by chance. I think God called us you for that.
The NDC political leader says the Grenadian people have a serious choice to make on June 23rd.
Grenadians, as I said when I started, on the 23rd of June, you have a stark choice. You have a stark choice. The choice between ideas and mamagism. The choice between a team and one-manism. A choice between transformation and I ain't no successor. I ain't see nobody who could succeed me. And therefore, if he has no confidence in the 14 of them, none of you should have confidence in the 14 of them.
Former Senator Rolanda McQueen was also at the meeting encouraging support for the NDC.
The only thing I've ever passed in my life is my driving license. And I'm not ashamed to tell people that. Now I am working 24 hours a day, because everybody that comes to Grenada, the big hotels, they say we cannot do it. We can do it. We will create jobs. I have over 60 people working for me, and we have done it in less than 5 years. If Mr. Dixon do not get these young people off the ground and working, I will be there, because I don't know, you see, I'm going to barge in his office and I'm going to tell him we have to do it. We could do it. Give him a chance. Let us give him a chance. We have nothing to lose.
During the meeting, one woman called for a national debate between the two main political leaders on matters of national interest.
Honorable Prime Minister Keith Mitchell, we, the National Democratic Congress and people of Grenada, is asking you, inviting you to have a national debate where we can hear your plans along with Minister Deacon Mitchell.
Cherry and Blackman Stephen, GBN News.
This is news at 7. Coming up, Grand Lake workers protesting over government's offer for salary increases and other fringe benefits. Stay with us.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Drop by any one of our 8 locations today. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Why pay full price for your mobile when you can pay half? Just bundle your home internet and mobile services with Flow and save 50% on your mobile bill. That's money in your pocket every month. Plus now you get free YouTube and WhatsApp data. And you can share your plan with up to 3 other numbers. Upgrade now and get a free smartphone. Switch and keep your number. Learn more at discoverflow.co.
Prosperity really matters to you. Come home to Grenada Cooperative Bank. Since 1932, we have shared the same values: financial diligence, investing with prudence, transparent compliance, consistent performance.
Welcome home, Grenada.
No matter the economic climb, we always stand the test of time.
Welcome home, Grenada, the bank that goes the extra mile. Welcome home, Grenada, the bank that serves with a smile.
Welcome to a bank you can truly call your own. Grenada Cooperative Bank.
We care because you matter.
Co-op Bank. Welcome home.
Saturday, May 28th, Flavors Entertainment presents Flavors of Calypso and Extempo. Featuring live from Trinidad, the reigning Calypso monarch, Terry Lyons. Also from Trinidad, reigning Extempo king, Brian London, as he comes up against Powder and Papa. Presented by and performing live, the big band, Sour Serpent, the ever-threatening Big Shay, Beast Scholar, Woodsman Kelly, Cox, Smallies, Teacher Eddie, and more. All backed by the Hitwave Band, hosted by Lester. Admission $50 to get your tickets now from all popular ticket locations nationwide. Flavors of Calypso, Saturday, May 28th. Spice Basket, Calypso is back. Sponsors: Playway, Coca-Cola, Dasani Water, Ken Flav Brokerage, First Class Mufflers, Mitchell's Pharmacy, GBN Radio and TV, Innovative Shipping, McIntyre Brothers, Party Shipping, Dickon Mitchell, and Digicel.
My name is Trisha Maras.
I am a proud member of the Ariza Credit Union. I chose to become a member of the Ariza Credit Union because I got some financial advice from a former boss who is a member of the financial institution, and that was the best decision of my life I made. What I like most about the Ariza Credit Union is the courteousness from the staff, the low interest rates, and the pension plan. How has Ariza helped me over the years? I had two dreams in this life. One is to sending my daughter off to university, and the other is achieving my dream home. So if Ariza can transform my life, it can transform yours. So if you're not yet a member of the Ariza Credit Union, come on down and be a member. Happy anniversary to the Ariza Credit Union. And thank you for the 75 years of transforming our lives.
Grenada Conference of Seventh-day Adventists presents the Bible Speaks Empowerment Series with international evangelist and motivational speaker, Pastor Marvin Smith. Join us for this life-changing series starting Saturday, 21st of May and continuing nightly at Maribor Seventh-day Adventist Church in St. Andrews. Come experience powerful preaching and practical solution to life's challenges from the Word of God. This dynamic series will also be streamed live at 7 p.m. nightly on Mission Life GND via YouTube and Facebook. Connect with us. It will be pure awesomeness.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Drop by any one of our 8 locations today. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
We're reporting the day's news. Grenlec workers downed tools today as they commenced strike action for wage increases. Beverly Telesford was on the scene at Dusty Highway this morning and sent us this report.
A motorcade from the power plant in St. George to the main office on Dusty Highway marked the start of Monday's protest action by workers at the Grenada Electricity Services Limited, Grenlec. The workers downed tools and stood in solidarity at the company's parking lot, clad in red, on Monday morning. Among the issues is not receiving any salary increases for the past 5 years. Richard Latouche, Technical and Allied Workers Union Chief Shop Steward, described the situation as a deadlock between Tawu and Grenlec. He explained the reason behind Monday's strike action.
We are deadlocked between Tawu and Grenlec under the process of negotiation. It's 5 years now we haven't received an increase in our salaries, and we find enough is enough. This is the reason we are here, and we are calling our union to come and give us some answers.
Latouche says over the past month, the negotiating parties have had 6 meetings, none of which have proven to be fruitful. He added that the workers will not cease the ongoing protest action until they receive what they are requesting.
They had 6 meetings, and the 6th meeting, nothing happened. Well, the next scheduled meeting is the Labour Commissioner this afternoon at 3:30. We are not giving up. We are hard-working, committed workers, and we're not giving up what is due to us. To tell you the honest truth, the spirit of the workers right now is very upbeat. They're not willing to give up. They have pushed us as a shop should to get this done and over with, and they are behind us 100%.
The parties were scheduled to meet with Labour Commissioner Cyrus Griffith at 3:30 p.m. today. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
This one to report Grenada Electricity Services Limited is advising customers about the temporary interruption in service delivery at its customer care centers at Carriacou and Grenville, as well as potential delays at its other locations. A press release issued by the company states that this situation has resulted from actions taken by some team members represented by the Grenada Technical and Allied Workers Union, who did not report for duty on Monday, May 16, 2022. This action by some team members relates to negotiations for a collective bargaining agreement for the period 2018 to 2023. These negotiations represent the salary and benefits outlined in the collective bargaining agreement, which are significantly above other players in the industry. While this discussion is about increasing these benefits, the company has continued to meet its commitment, it says, to providing benefits relating to performance-based pay increments, profit sharing, medical and life insurance, and a non-contributory pension. The company says that it believes the team members are its employees, regardless of their external representation, and as such, they also provide benefits that are not bound by any agreement. These include scholarships for children of team members, education assistance, comprehensive rewards, recognition and employee assistance programs, as well as training and development.
While the company is committed to the welfare of its team members, it notes the external impacts on its operations and customers over the last few years, including the COVID-19 pandemic, regulatory changes, high fuel prices, increased operating costs, and a 25% reduction in the non-fuel electricity rate to provide relief to customers from high energy costs. Grenlec says it's proud of its exemplary record as a preferred employer and good corporate citizen. Despite the challenging times, it has also maintained its outreach through its Community Partnership Initiative, the GCPI. This program supports the company's belief that organizations have a responsibility to contribute to improving the quality of life of vulnerable groups and the communities in which Grenlec operates, supporting sport, creating opportunities for youth development, and fostering the preservation of culture, heritage, and safe, clean environments. Grenlec says it looks forward to further discussions and to the conclusion of negotiations such that the company can continue to provide for team members while maintaining the viability of its operations, improving service standards, and enhancing the community.
The story to report, the GUT President General says the Education Minister's recent bribery comments are an insult to the lecturers of the TMRSU Community College. The PW President says he's not surprised to hear more about the ongoing debacle in this report.
President of the Grenada Union of Teachers, Jude Bartholomew, has responded to allegations by Education Minister Emmeline Pear that students at the TMRSU Community College have been offered good grades by lecturers as bribes to join them in their ongoing protests. The minister was addressing the New National Party supporters on Thursday night when she made the statement.
When I received a call from someone outside of Grenada saying to me, Minister, what is going on at the college? That lecturers are offering students to increase their grades if they come on the picketing line. We cannot afford to affect the integrity of our only community college, and no lecturer should be allowed to get away with something like that.
President of the GUT, Jude Bartholomew, says these allegations added insult to injury.
And what we are saying here, to add insult to injury, after these workers, lecturers, and everybody have been working hard at TAMCC, making tremendous sacrifice, we see that the Minister for Education just come out and make an irresponsible statement talking about grades. This is degrading to our lecturers and to workers at TAMCC. This is degrading and an insult to our students.
Bartholomew says the remarks made by the education minister not only hurt the lecturers, but can compromise the credibility of students' grades when they apply to universities out of Grenada.
What the Minister of Education have done now is to put TAMCC in disarray and in confusion and chaos. And one could ask the question, what would happen in terms of the grades of those students if they have to go in a university in the international countries, even in the Caribbean, when you have persons now would question the grades and all those things of our students and TAMCC is a very irresponsible statement by the Minister of Education.
President of the Public Workers Union, Brian Grimes, says the comments come as no surprise.
Those were extremely unfortunate, but I cannot say I am shocked. I'm a bit appalled, but I'm not shocked because we have seen this movie before. In 2018, when students came out to assist teachers in protest in St. David's for pension, they talked about, well, they are just fooling the students. Form 5 students who can think for themselves. This is the way they are looking now. And now, the statement was made on a political platform in 2022, where it is not isolated to our village. It goes to the diaspora. It goes internationally and impute wrongdoing on our workers, on our lecturers. We are all one. This, we are calling on the Minister of Education to retract her statement forthwith because the statement was made without evidence.
The staff of the college, members of the Public Workers Union, and members of the Grenada Union of Teachers joined the faculty members who have been protesting over the past few weeks over unpaid salary increments. Reporting for GBN News, Beverly Telesford.
And now we turn our attention to what's been creating a buzz on social media. Beverly Telesford has been looking around the platforms.
GBN Social Buzz is reaching beyond the local platform to share with you what's trending on social media. We browse the World Wide Web and bring to you the topics inciting the most reaction and debate among users. On Saturday, Prime Minister Dr. Keith Mitchell announced that the general elections will be held on June 23, 2022, and Parliament will be dissolved today. Further, he asked the Governor General to issue the writ for elections on May 17th. This left Grenadians who were not yet registered with one remaining day to do so and be able to cast their ballot in the upcoming general elections. GBN posted photographs of long lines at the various parliamentary elections offices. Our viewers and listeners took to the comment section to share their thoughts on the number of people waiting in line to register to vote. The following views are of members of the public and not necessarily of the GBN. Gemma said, "Why should people wait until the date is given to rush to register? They had 2 whole years to renew ID and enough time to register. If they were serious and concerned about our democracy, they would have registered long time, except if they just turned 18. Selma said, "Vote because your future depends on your vote after you have registered a vote." Alma added, "You all had ample time to get registered. Instead of doing so, all you on social media, Keith Mitchell, Keith Mitchell, Keith Mitchell, Keith Mitchell, and NDC, 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 NDC." Kay said, "They need to check their voter's ID to be sure that it's expired or not and avoid the long line taking up space." Gloria said, "Some people still not listening. Give the first-time voters the opportunity. You already registered and could vote." Heaven Sent added, "Someone need to screen all individuals. Those names already on the list, allow them to return home. Let the folks that need to be registered allow the opportunity." Finally, Christine said, "All the time the people sitting in the office, no one coming in to be registered. They were told over and over to get registered. Look at the line now. Some people really like last-minute rush." That's what's buzzing tonight. We encourage you, our viewers and listeners, to submit your think pieces on trending topics locally, regionally, and internationally via our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Continue to share your thoughts and concerns with us on our social media platforms.
And still ahead, CARICOM lobbies the European Union in bid to save the Citizenship by Investment program. This is News at 7.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
Here is a little known fact. There is only one place in Grenada that you can get an MRI scan done. That place is Stasia Imaging Center. Yes, Grenada, that's the truth. Other centers could offer you other scans, but Stasia Imaging provides an authentic MRI scan. Here's another little known fact. Stasia Imaging has 3 centers. We operate at Grenville, the Carnage, and at the Ocean House, Grand Anse. We provide the widest range of laboratory tests and services. CT scans, X-rays, mammograms, ultrasounds, and a host of other services. We are fully staffed by a team of family doctors and specialists. Call us today at 444-7679 or 406-1500, or visit any of our 3 locations. Stasia Imaging, from seeing the doctor to getting lab tests, scans, and pharmacy services. We are here to take care of you.
Introducing Color by Sissons. 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 Color by Sissons.
Looking for a professional team offering around-the-clock, private and confidential nursing, medical care, and aid services? Then look no further. Nurses Care Grenada is a fully certified, insured, and licensed healthcare facility committed to the reduction and eventual elimination of healthcare disparities affecting the nation. Our registered nurses will visit you at your home, assess your condition, and provide the required treatment under the directive of a doctor. So why worry when there's Nurses Care Grenada? Give us a call, 406-3928. Nurses Care, reliable, trusted professionals we can all depend on.
Your vehicle insurance should never break your bank. With Beacon, you can get up to 35% off your fully comprehensive car insurance and still get full protection from unexpected damages with free loss of use, windscreen cover, and special perils. When it comes to your insurance, always be sure you settle for more. Call us at 440-4447 or log on to beacon.co.tt and get a quote today.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium. This segment is brought to you by Flow.
Why pay full price for your mobile when you can pay half? Just bundle your home internet and mobile services with Flow and save 50% on your mobile bill. That's money in your pocket every month. Plus now you get free YouTube and WhatsApp data. And you can share your plan with up to 3 other numbers. Upgrade now and get a free smartphone. Switch and keep your number. Learn more at discoverflow.co.
Welcome back. The clock is ticking on Grenada's Citizenship by Investment program as the European Union warns of dire consequences. CARICOM is hoping to lobby for more time and understanding in a bid to save the island's major revenue earner.
Minister for Foreign Affairs, International Business and CARICOM Affairs, Oliver Joseph says CARICOM has put together a resolution before the European Union in defense of the Citizen by Investment program. He said countries with CBI programs only have 2 years to tackle this issue.
A resolution went to the European Union Parliament with concerning the CBI. They said no new member of the European Union could have a CBI program. And for third countries, by 2025, almost 3 more years or less than 3 years, we have, by 2025, they will review each one of us program. And you know what they will do? They can't stop you from having it. There is a domestic, you are in the domestic legislation as a sovereign state. They say, what do they do? Remove the visa-free entry. Well, if they remove the visa-free entry, what is the value of your passport?
The United States of America in March introduced the U.S. bipartisan bill that aims to end visa-free travel to the U.S., EU, and the U.K. for countries with such programs. Minister Joseph spoke about the implication of the program collapsing.
It crash, and you have some countries in CARICOM that use CBI money for recurrent expenditure. Well, that's the worst way to go. So if it crashes, what happens? We use our National Transformation Fund to transform the economy and use it on the capital side. But it's a treat to all of us because we have large projects here who are depending on the CBI sales to build a hotel. So by 2025, you did not complete your hotel going forward and you cannot get the CBI investment, then you will not be in a position to continue your development.
He says the efforts to save the CBI program will need a united front.
To spend time to lobbying these people, at least if we could get an extension beyond 2025, or they will come with a sweeter legislation and say, you must pass all this in your thing. We want the name of every investor, every CBI investor. We want to know the name, the nationality, the amount of money invest. And unless you do that, then you cannot enjoy the visa-free access to Europe.
In the 2022 budget presentation, Finance Minister Gregory Bowen reported that government collected US $30.6 million as of October 31st, 2021 in total receipts under the CBI program. Grenada's CBI program was launched in August 2023 as a means to create economic growth through foreign investments. Joseph Kador, GBN News.
It's time to take a peek through the GBN ISAW lens. Beverly Tellisford has been looking around the platforms.
A good eye captures all. GBN ISAW is brought to you by Clear Vision.
Life is beautiful if only you can see it. Clear Vision Eye Center helps you do just that. We provide expert service, classy eyewear, and cutting-edge technology, all with a quality customer experience. See better, feel better, and look better. Meet us today at clearvisiongrenada.com or call 444-0055, WhatsApp 409-0055, or follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Clear Vision Eye Center. Let's see life and the world with a clear vision.
General elections is in the air, and while many were hustling and bustling to get registered to vote today, the last day for registration, the woman in tonight's ISAW was quite nonchalant about it. People in the line were expressing their dismay with the long wait in line at the Parliamentary Elections Office in the St. George Northeast constituency. However, this woman was seated comfortably in her portable folding chair, book in hand, as she waited her turn. What caught your attention recently? Did you take a photo or a video? Send it to us on WhatsApp at 405-3052 or our other social media platforms to be featured in our GBN ISAW.
Network news when we come back. The weather followed by the sports news. See you around.
We support you at every stage of your life.
for business.
For your education.
For your financial freedom.
For that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
Let's start the new year on a high, a detox high, because it's detox time again at Nirvana Detox Center and Natural Health Store. Check out our many detox packages starting from $100 or get 15% off on colonic irrigation therapy. Detoxing can help with liver and blood cleansing, weight loss, constipation, acid reflux, kidney stones, heavy metal removal, gas and bloating, and more. Call or WhatsApp us on 231-6642, 418-7115, or 449-7753. Ask about our delivery options. Visit us now. Bruce Street Mall, store number 1208, or Belmont St. George's, close to the Fall Edge area. Our opening hours are Monday to Saturday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Nirvana Detox Center and Natural Health Store. Detox your way to health. These specials ends on March 31st or while stocks last.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
There was ever a time to keep and stay healthy, it's now. We at Hills and Valley are here to help you take deliberate steps to maintain your health. We stayed true to maintaining the most comprehensive rates while stocking the widest range of medicines and health devices, including personal protective equipment. There are so many benefits shopping with us. You get great savings through discounts for senior citizens and reward cards for loyal customers. Ask about owning yours today. Visit us at Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George, Jubilee Street opposite the Grenville Bus Terminal, and at Hillsborough, Carriacou. Our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street also stocks the widest range of pharmaceuticals. We are with you on the hills and in the valleys. We are Hills and Valley Pharmacy.
Good evening, sporting fans. An action-packed weekend of football began on Friday with St. Mark's Western Stars demoralizing the under-17 Young Gunners after delivering a crushing defeat to the national side. 12-0 was the scoreline at the end of full-time as Christian Julian scored 4 goals, the earliest coming in the first minute, while converting in the 10th, 28th and 44th minute. Ryan and Real Alexander both scored a brace to secure a semi-final spot for Western Stars. Kwesi Theodore was the star for St. George's Royal Cannons on Saturday, also converting 4 goals, and Roma Frank won to beat St. David's top strikers 5-0 to qualify top of the table over St. Andrew's Big Parish Stars. We can tell you the second match between St. Patrick's Crunk City Strikers and St. John's Dolphins ended in a 1-0 draw as Kenroy Philip converted in the 22nd minute for Crunk City before Charmin Williams equalized in the 51st minute. The action continues on the weekend in Victoria Park for the semi-final round as St. Patrick's Crunk City Strikers take on St. Andrew's Big Parish Stars in Game 1, while St. George's Royal Cannons battle St. Mark's Western Stars. Now, the Grenada Cricket Association's Under-19 Super 50 Cup bowled off on the weekend with several matches played at select venues around the country. St. David was victorious over Karakou in the opening match, winning by 138 runs. St. David amassed 299 all-out in 48.5 overs as Kirsten Murray smashed 87 runs and Mahit Lambert scored 74. Karakou was reduced to 161 in 21.1 overs despite a half-century 69 from Kellis Andrew as Kurt Murray captured 5 wickets for 30 runs. St. Mark won their encounter over St. Andrew by 101 runs as Kervin Gangadine and Deshan Jurakan scored 53 and 44 respectively to aid St. Mark to 232 all out in 47.3 overs. St. Andrew was bowled out for 131 in 22.3 overs. We can tell you too, Karakou rebounded with a victory over St. George by virtue of a superior run rate after 22 overs after amassing 344 for 7. Kellis Andrew scored the first century of the tournament, an unbeaten 134, while Jamal Stewart scored 59. St. George was 88 for 6 after 22 overs when rain cut short the innings. St. Patrick also was on the winners' table, scoring 202 all-out in 30.4 overs before reducing St. Mark to 98. Still with cricket, there is great excitement among the 6 franchises as they prepare for the much-anticipated resumption of the West Indies Championship. The marquee regional 4-day tournament will restart on Wednesday, May 18, with the 3rd round. The first 2 rounds were played in February ahead of the Apex Test Series. Barbados Pride stand at the top of the table, followed by Trinidad and Tobago Red Force. Barbados head into round 3 on 42.0 points, with the home team on 38.6 points, and the Leeward Islands Hurricanes rounding out the top 3 with 24.6 points. Next on the table are Guyana Harpy Eagles on 21.4 points, followed by Windward Islands Volcanoes on 10.9 points, and Jamaica Scorpions on 8.8 points. This one, we can tell you the Windward Islands Volcanoes have landed safely in Trinidad and Tobago for the resumption of the 4-day West Indies Championship. The Volcanoes team participated in the Cricket West Indies official fitness testing for all teams on Monday morning. Prior to the team's departure, Akeem Ogis, former West Indies under-19 player, spoke on his transition to the Volcanoes franchise and his preparation for the 4-day championship.
Just doing some fine-tuning, always training, always looking to improve. I don't think training ever stops, so just looking to improve, keep doing my fitness work. Maintaining our fitness levels is very important because we have to pass the yo-yo test. but just doing our usual training and fine-tuning.
All right, so Agis was on the travel-in reserves for the previous round and has now graduated to the 13-man squad.
Well, it's an honor firstly, but I mean it's an opportunity to probably make my first class debut, so if the opportunity arises, then hopefully I can grab it.
Okay, and do you believe that you are ready to perform if you are called upon to make your first class debut in the upcoming matches?
Well, I'll definitely back my abilities and give it my best, so I'll have to look forward to that.
We wish him and the rest of the team the very best. That is the sports news for the moment. What's happening around the globe. Following the recent uptick in new COVID infections in Guyana, the Ministry of Health will be sending samples to confirm whether the BA2 variant is behind the spike. HDP-TV has this report.
We are, of course, going to be monitoring this, and we are going to send some of these samples to do the genetic sequencing to determine exactly which type of variant we have circulating in Guyana.
That was Health Minister Dr. Frank Anthony during his daily COVID update on Friday. Underscoring the importance of taking the COVID-19 jabs due to the worrying spike in cases locally, Dr. Anthony made reference to the alarming daily spike in cases in the United States, fueled by the BA2 variant. He drew attention to the possibility that the variant may already be on the local shores or may be imminent.
And I think because we have such close contact with the U.S. and other countries, that eventually we would have those cases coming here as well.
As COVID-19 cases and hospitalizations begin to increase again in the U.S., public health officials are monitoring several new Omicron subvariants that are contributing to case numbers. In some parts of the U.S., a spin-off of the BA2 subvariant called the BA2121 is the new main culprit. The highly contagious BA subvariant is better able to evade the immune system than previous versions of the coronavirus, but it's not clear yet if it causes more severe illnesses. Dr. Anthony disclosed that the Ministry of Health is currently monitoring the upsurge of cases locally, since over the last 24 hours, there was a report of 36 cases from 1,000 tests conducted. There are 277 active cases locally.
The 10 people killed and an additional 3 injured make this weekend's racially motivated attack at a Buffalo, New York supermarket the deadliest mass shooting of the year in the United States. It came the day before another mass shooting in California. So far, the U.S. has recorded about 200 mass shootings for 2022, and is less than halfway through the year. We have more in this report.
Festivities at a Southern California church turned deadly on Sunday after a gunman opened fire. Police said one person died on the scene and several others were critically injured. They also said the churchgoers detained and hogtied a suspect in his 60s with an electrical cord. The shooting occurred during a lunch banquet at the Geneva Presbyterian Church in Orange County's Laguna Woods. Police said there were dozens present inside the church during the incident. Lisa Bartlett is a district supervisor for the county.
From what we know, there was a shooter that came in with multiple weapons and started opening fire. And fortunately, some of the parishioners here in the congregation jumped on the shooter and tackled him, brought him down to the ground, and held him until the sheriff's department came and was able to arrest the individual.
Residents were gathered outside the church in the aftermath. One said the churchgoers were of mostly Taiwanese descent. However, whether the shooting was race-related was not immediately clear. It was a day after another major mass shooting in the U.S. over the weekend. On Saturday, a white 18-year-old man in Buffalo, New York, opened fire at a supermarket in a mostly black neighborhood. At least 10 were killed and several others injured in what authorities described as a purely racist attack.
He worked his way back towards the front of the store. Buffalo police immediately respond, engage the suspect in the vestibule of the store, and at that point the suspect put the gun to his own neck. Buffalo police personnel, 2 patrol officers, talked the suspect into dropping the gun. He dropped the gun, took off some of his tactical gear, surrendered at that point.
The suspect was armed with an assault-style rifle and body armor when he opened fire in the parking lot while live streaming the attack on Twitch.
Just have time to remind you of the headlines. Grenadians flock parliamentary elections offices for the last chance to get voting rights on June 23.
Former government minister Brian McQueen lent support to the National Democratic Congress.
CARICOM lobbies the European Union in a bid to save the Citizenship by Investment program.
Grand Lake workers protesting over government's offer for salary increases and other fringe benefits.
And around the globe, regionally, Guyana investigating to determine if new COVID variant could be behind spike in cases.
United States records 200 mass shootings for the year so far, 5 of which were last weekend.
Plus in the sports news, Pure Grenada Cup moves into the semi-final stage this weekend. We are so looking forward to this. All right. If you missed any part of this newscast, a repeat of it will be broadcast at 10 o'clock tonight.
Continue to follow us online at gbn.gd or on GBN's television Facebook page and YouTube channel for these and other top stories. I'm Stasia Blake.
I'm Kenroy. That's all from us in the GBN newsroom for the moment. Good night.
The most anticipated family fun-filled event on the